Alright, so this video is going to be about how to decipher the rising sign, the sun sign, and the moon sign. So, the rising sign is just a mask, basically. You know what I'm saying? The sun sign is how you project yourself, and the moon sign is your emotional state, your emotional well-being, your emotional triggers, things like that. And you just want to understand these as fields of consciousness. You know what I'm saying? These are fields of consciousness because they're awareness points. You know what I'm saying? Because at each level, you're able to receive information. You know what I'm saying? On each level receives information. You know what I'm saying? From the way that you filter your reality. You know what I'm saying? And the way that you express yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's a field of consciousness. And your subconscious, you know what I'm saying, your emotional triggers, things like that. So all these things are, you know what I'm saying, integrated information, you know what I'm saying, and it's a way to understand the essence of these energies, you know what I'm saying. So basically, me, for example, I'm a Scorpio rising, you feel me? So, you know, that'll be the features, you know what I'm saying, features of a Scorpio, you feel me? And as well, as a mask, that would be my mask. So I would appear like a Scorpio to a lot of people. Like a lot of people that don't really know me, that really, you know, don't get into, you know what I'm saying, to really engage and communicate with me on a deeper level. These people can only see my rising sign. So when they see me, they probably be like, man, he really don't talk much, or, you know, he seemed like he quiet, or he to himself, or, you know what I'm saying? It'd be something like that. So, pretty much the rising is basically keeping people from seeing that sun sign, which is a Gemini. My sun sign is Gemini. So, my rising sign is Scorpio, right? That's how I filter. That's how I'm being filtered. So, that's how my reality is being filtered. And I don't like really talking about, like, I don't really like to engage superficially with people. You know what I'm saying? That's the Scorpio. I don't like to be superficial. Like, I don't like to talk about superficial things or deal with people superficially. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like small talk and shit like that. Like, I like really going in depth, like understanding what's going on, what's the root of, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the root to the soul, to your soul, or what's, you know what I'm saying? I be wanting to know what make people tick, why they do what they do, what they, you know what I'm saying? That's why, because I seen it in myself. Like, I took the time out to be able to see that within myself. Now I can see that in other people too. I'm able to guide other people into, you know what I'm saying, their path as well, to where they're able to see themselves. You know what I'm saying? And see their life path and their journey and interpret it, you know what I'm saying? To where they can understand these experiences they've been having, these emotions and these scenarios, how they've been playing out. You know what I'm saying? They can make sense of it and move forward. Because I was able to do that within myself. You know, so that's what gives me that depth with Scorpio. I don't like superficial things. I like to really rock with people. And that's what gets me open when I start hollering at you and we can really see, like, okay, this ain't no superficial person. They ain't talking about just gossipy things. Because if you just gossiping, then you're not really going to know me. You will never get to see that sun sign Gemini. You will never get to see the talkative side. Like, you always think I'm quiet, or just to myself, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I play out. Like, so I'm a sun sign Gemini. So once a person really get to engage with me, you know what I'm saying, the ice get broke, you know what I'm saying, then they can see, like, okay, dang, he funny, like, he's silly, like, he always on the move, you know what I mean, like, he always yada yada yada, like, things like that, you know what I'm saying. Third house situations, you know what I'm saying, third house energy, because that's what Gemini rules, the third house, you know what I'm saying. Eighth house, Scorpio rules the eighth house. So that's the dark house, you know what I'm saying? That's the negative energy, negative. The Scorpio, and not saying bad, it's just negative energy. It's just recepting and repelling, you know what I'm saying? Negative is receptive, you know what I'm saying? Repel, that's the positive, you know what I'm saying? Like the sun and the moon. It's like a positive and a negative. So with that being said, people that see, you know what I'm saying, like, damn, he really, you know what I'm saying, like to talk, and certain things that I like to talk about, like deep shit. I don't really like to talk about small shit. So, and when people get me to that point, they see that. Like, it ain't even just like, that's just how we kicked it off and got cool. Like, no, that's what the fuck I like doing. That's how I operate. Like, I operate like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you come out and you talking about something deep with me, and I can go there with you, and we can change ideas and go back and forth or whatever, or you know what I'm saying? Like, something motivational or something, to the point where it's inspirational. Anything, something, like, it has to be something like. But those are things that I gravitate to. You know what I'm saying? It don't even got to be deep all like that, but just motivational in some sort. You know what I'm saying? And I can see the, you know what I'm saying, deeper meaning behind this person. Like, okay, this ain't just a janitor, or this ain't just this is a person that's really trying to, you know what I'm saying? They going through this stuff with they life and this, and they trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not looking at your uniform or who you. I'm looking deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't with the superficial shit. Like, so, yeah, I'm a Gemini, but I got the Scorpio ascendant, so I don't really like being superficial. You know what I'm saying? And that could keep me out of a lot of situations. You know what I'm saying? By not being so superficial, like the Gemini wanting to gossip, and my channel will probably be totally different. Definitely, if you know what I'm saying. But it probably would be more lighthearted if it was a Gemini ascendant, possibly. But definitely the Scorpio is. That's why my thing, the things that I speak about on my channel is transformational. That's Scorpio, Mars energy. I can't even help this stuff. That's what I've been doing as long as I can remember. Like this, as long as I can remember. Transformation. I'm causing transformation, and people I interact with, situations and things, I learn how to become, you know what I'm saying, balanced, comfortable with being uncomfortable, because my life's been full of a lot of transformations. You know what I'm saying? To where my words is impacted in a way that it's caused transformations. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Like, so this is something I can't help. So I know certain people gonna run off of my videos because they're assigned to certain things that when they hear certain things, they're gonna be like, oh, he doing too much, or he. So I'm not even, I already know everybody ain't gonna be for everybody. Like, I can't help it though. I gotta go deeper into the surface. Like, I can take a goddamn a fucking situation in the news where they gossiping, and I can make it deep. You know what I'm saying? They go deep on the shit and how it's affecting society and the world and how we need to change and go forward. Like, that's the shit I like to talk about. I don't like to talk about people's lifestyles and how they living, and nothing against nobody, because all of our elements are locked into doing certain things and qualities and having certain you know what I'm saying, energies, you know what I'm saying, rested in these certain qualities. You know what I'm saying? As far as gossiping, like I said, Gemini, if you got Gemini in a certain placement, it don't have nothing filtering it like a Scorpio energy, then it'll be more light. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I can't help it, and that's why my videos, I got shit like expose, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different things. But not to even speak on all that, I want to get into the moon sign. Now, the moon sign is basically like when my moon is Gemini, by the way. So I'm a double Gemini, being my sun and moon is connected. So my sun and moon is connected. My soul is connected. My soul and the self is like this. Like, in my emotional, you know what I'm saying? My emotional connections, my subconscious, and my conscious, like this. So how I feel is how I project myself. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you know what I'm saying? It gives me, you know what I'm saying? I could be introverted and extroverted. You know what I'm saying? Because they interplay with each other. That's why I have to balance myself between not taking too much information in and not just talking too much. You know what I'm saying? I got to balance it out. But, you know what I'm saying? That gives me that, I have certain ease because I know what I want. The fact that my moon sign is connected to my sun sign, how I'm projecting myself is how I feel. When you see me projecting, you know what I'm saying? You can see how I feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's being projected through the moon sign. They're connected. You know what I'm saying? How I project how I'm feeling is how my emotion gets manifested. How I project myself. How you see me project myself, that's how I feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and you know what I'm saying? And the degrees play a lot. It tells a lot about the parents with the degrees of your sun and your moon. Because the sun represents the father, the moon represents the mother. So being in seeing the degrees, you can tell what type of relationship. Like, if your mother was more dominant than the father, or vice versa. Like, But it's deep, man, and it really goes in depth. Like, I would just say if you new to it, just have an open mind and have somebody that's knowledgeable on it. Because you cross somebody and they tell you it'll have you not even understanding nothing and not even wanting to even hear none of this stuff. But anyway, man, back to the moon sign. Like I said, the moon sign is Gemini, and the moon sign is my emotional stability. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I need connection. I need to talk. I need to be engaging with conversation, intellect, understanding, traveling, moving around, changeability, versatility, things like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different things, just that Gemini third house energy. So the moon sign is when I went like I said, from the rising sign, how they just see me before really knowing me. Then the sun sign, after they get to know me and start talking to me, like, oh damn, he's silly, he yada yada yada. They would never know my moon sign. Like somebody that's dating me. That's why everybody has their own interpretation of who you are, because they all are getting different fields of consciousness from you. It's only certain things they can see from you. You know what I'm saying? So certain people only see you just on the superficial level, just your rising sign. Just seeing you walking from the cafeteria, if somebody observing you from work, they just see you walk to the cafeteria and you sit by yourself, or you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just looking at it like, you know what I'm saying? That's just observing on the outside. They don't really know. You haven't even said a word or said anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's the sun sign. When you start talking and engaging, expressing yourself, how you doing things, that's your sun sign. You know what I'm saying? So the moon sign is when you get in a relationship. Now you're engaging with somebody's emotional stability because you're inside of these people's home. Now you're together. Now you're in open, vulnerable situations. This is a time where you're able to see within somebody. You know what I'm saying? You can see these patterns that these people might not even be aware of, because when you 1 through 7, like I said, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. You can't defend yourself. So that lets you know that you need to go back and reprogram. So understanding how these three work out, and that's how it is, how you interact with your partner or whoever it is, and you know what I'm saying, your cousin, your family, whoever it is that you engage with. These are different, you know what I'm saying, ways that you can kind of get an understanding of somebody and understand how these people operate and how you operate and what's being created when you two come together. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, just because you know the rising, the sun, and the moon sign don't mean nothing, because you got to know the moon phase. You got to actually know the degrees of the sun. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but you got the bases down. You know what I'm saying? Rising, sun, moon. So, drop some questions if there's any questions on the video, man. Just wanted to put this one out here real quick. I'm going to be coming back with some more real soon. So, you know what I'm saying? Stay tuned, leave comments and all that, man.